What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for all you rascals and rapscallions out there. Now, today we're going to do something a little different. I figure I'm going to talk about my complete TV series collection. Now, I don't normally collect TV shows, just movies, but as anybody who watches this channel that collects movies knows, once you start collecting, certain things are going to, get in there, like TV shows and whatnot. And I must reference recently I talked to a younger guy at my job, and we're talking about movies, and he tells me, why do you collect all these movies and everything when you can stream it all? Well, for one, if I'm going to stream it, why, or pay for it, why would I just stream it and not get the physical copy? Maybe I'm just trying to get more bang for my buck. But also, I mean, with this COVID-19, it's like, what if something happens? What if Netflix goes down or Hulu goes down? I got this whole collection. And through that, I started collecting some TV shows. And I'm going to show you guys these right now. So first and foremost, we got Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Now, if you're subscribed to this channel, you're a horror fan, so you know enough about this. It's pretty much after Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Army of Darkness, years later, Bruce Campbell fighting zombies, and I believe this was on Showtime, so a premium channel, so it's got better quality, movie-like quality. Unbelievable. What more to say about Bruce Campbell killing zombies for 3 seasons? And as much as I like box sets and stuff, I'm a big fan of them, cool little box sets, it's nice to get just a small Blu-ray condensed with all the movies in. And this is relatively cheap. If anybody wants to pick this up from Amazon, I mean, third time's the charm. I'll say his name again. Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. Wonder if it works just like Candyman. Probably not. But, yeah, awesome show. And then, here's a very controversial TV show I have. Jersey Shore, the complete series. I love this show. I don't care what anyone thinks. Pretty much, when you meet people and you talk about Jersey Shore, they either hate it with a passion or they love it. And if they love it, they can't explain why. That's the beauty of the show. It's like watching a car wreck. It's unbelievable. I love the show. And a funny story about this is it was right when I was trying to put more of my money in the bank and start saving. And I was talking to my friend Nick Baker, Jack Taryn. And he was actually recovering from a injury he had in the ring. He broke his leg in a match. And I told him, I go, man, I'm saving. I wish I could buy all these Jersey Shore DVDs, but I'm trying to be responsible and not buy them. And not to get too much into his shit, but I helped my boy out like a good friend would. And next thing I know, after we had this conversation, 2-3 days later, the complete series showed up on my front steps. All the Jersey Shore. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Nick. Love this show. Then we have Trailer Park Boys. I'm not the biggest fan. I love the show. When I say I'm not the biggest fan, I mean I don't watch it all the time. But I picked this up from Disc Replay out where I'm at when they were still open. I believe it's 7 seasons and 3 movies. Fun stuff. I don't know if I got ripped off or not. You guys let me know in the comments. Fun stuff. Ricky's the man. Then we got Workaholics, which I really like this case with all these little photos and stuff. I remember me and my old roommate, years and years ago when the show first came out, we were trying to find something funny to watch on TV, and he was like, yo, my boy from work told me Workaholics is really funny. We watched it. I fell in love with the show. Now, this is kind of a sad story of a show because I would say maybe the first 3 or 4 seasons are really, really good, and it's one of those shows that just started to decline. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm happy to have the whole series. I think it was maybe $20 on Amazon. Just, decent ending, series finale. Fun thing to own. A fun story about this is me and Bam Grizzly went to the bar one night, and I woke up, I passed out on his couch. I woke up, and turns out I ordered this complete series that night without knowing. So, my bad. But, yeah, glad I have this now. Very funny show. It's very slapstick. It's pretty much like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but in a workplace in the office. I believe this was Comedy Central's top show for a long time, maybe behind South Park. Good stuff. And then, this is terrible. I feel bad for saying this. I still have never opened this. I got this for my mother on Christmas last year. Freaks and Geeks complete series on Blu-ray, which is funny because it only has one season. But this is probably the best show that never got a second season. Judd Apatow. If you like Judd Apatow movies, this is like the early stuff, and it's got Jason Segel, James Franco, a young Seth Rogen. It's pretty much like, if you like that 70s show, it kind of takes place back in the day like that, but way better. This is, I'll put this like in my top favorite shows ever. You know, I was going to watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space tonight, but I think I might just throw this in. Get some Freaks and Geeks in. Good ass show. And then we have Tales from the Crypt. How could I be a horror collector talking about TV series I own without talking about Tales from the Crypt? First of all, I love the way this looks, with like it's a bunch of comic books and everything. Then you got the Crypt Keeper right here. I mean, my age, when you grew up with this, it's like, even if, because this was an HBO show, so even if you didn't have HBO, you knew about the Crypt Keeper. You knew the theme song, the intro, and everything. This is a really fun series because it's an anthology series. As you guys probably know, every episode has a different writer and or director. Amazing stuff. My favorite episodes on this are probably in the first season with the Santa Claus that escaped from the mental institution was pretty good. But my favorite, I can't remember the episode name, with that guy who gets injected with some stuff or whatever from the scientist, where he gets 9 lives just like a cat. Then he goes on like the carnival scene, and he gets killed by like the fans or the customers and everything, and that's how he's making his buck. And it's just a fun episode. It's got like a pretty cool twist at the end, and look at that face. You can find this anywhere really. So people going through stay-at-home shit, go to Walmart. You can grab this any day, and you're gonna be set. This is good shit. Last but not least, the best TV show I've ever seen in my life, The Office. I don't like Parks and Rec. I'm sorry, but this is the best show. First and foremost, I gotta get this out of the way. The one thing I do have a gripe about is like the releasing of this. The way it's packaged, when you open this shit up, discs fall everywhere. But it's the best show ever. I canceled Netflix because of this, because, I mean, I could watch this all day long. Pretty much just, it's like a show, it's like a mockumentary, where like they're filming a documentary in the office, and just a bunch of shenanigans. Right here, Steve Carell, Michael Scott, the funniest dude. This show is absolutely amazing. If you never heard about it, come on, man, watch this shit. This is also very cheap too. So, fuck Freaks and Geeks. I might just watch some Office. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that, because I could ramble on and on and on about this. Prison Mike, this show's so much funny shit in this show, man. It's like, it's the right amount of like realism with slapstick. More slapstick, but very funny shit. And with that being said, my epic TV show series video is over. I hope everybody's doing well out there. What TV shows are you guys watching? I know there's a couple I still want to pick up. I want to get all the Always Sunny in Philadelphia seasons, but I think they're at like season 15, and the Blu-rays are maybe $20 a piece. So I'm no math magician, but I'm not really trying to pay $20 a piece for a Blu-ray or 15 Blu-rays. And also, I know Stranger Things 1 and 2, maybe even 3 by now, had some pretty cool releases that look like VHSs and whatnot. So those are 2 I want to get in my collection, but haven't yet. But with that being said, Tell me, guys. What shows are you guys watching right now? Are you binge watching some stuff? I mean, I don't stream anything at all, but I mean, if you are, I heard a lot of people talking about Tiger King, but I mean, I don't really believe in animal abuse, so I'm good on that. Regardless, yeah. If you're watching a TV show, if you're watching a movie, let me know what you watching, man. Other than that, Blood Guts Gore. I'll check you guys next time.